By the way, I was just looking at the just as a little side note, what did the other teams ban against Cloud9 in the semifinals and the quarterfinals? That map was Breeze. NRG, good luck. It's gonna be a tough one, but in we go, folks. Map number 2 of this best of 5 grand finals going down. Leaf over towards that mid side. It's already a 2-man take from Cloud9 over towards the mid side. It might just be a B split though.
It does feel like it. You see Zeppa kind of just hovering around. It's going to be weird to pop that orb. I don't know if he has any snake bites. No, he's got none. The wall and the orb going up, trying to delay and draw players, at least from his side, back over to the B side. However, him getting caught out. Now they've got no post-plant util.
Oh.
The spike defuse gets a little bit more difficult. Still Zeppa hovering around this mid side. Tex is looking for a flank. And NRG, they are spread out throughout this entire map.
Okay, Zeppa still fighting out that mid side, but a decent battle in terms of damage. Hello, Leaf! A second kill on 13 HP, and Leaf is still alive? Vanity now is the other person over towards short, but these last 2 players from mid aren't gonna go there. And Leaf, again, 13 HP. Is he gonna get a 4th? Leaf with 3 kills to cap off the round with less than 15 HP. Again, it's a pistol round. He doesn't have armor. 1 bullet would have been able to do it. And man, oh man, Leaf, nice little round as Cloud9 do a B split.
Nice opening round. NRG, I mean, it felt like on this retake, it was just so scattered. Like, you didn't even step foot into the site. Tex was down over towards bottom mid, trying to get a flank from a cave, and the rest of his team is top mid, trying to do something, and Cloud9 Blue just stomped them. NRG, they're gonna go for a 5-man push towards this mid side, see if they can amass anything with these class 6 Cloud9 Blue. However, set their sights here towards A. We'll see a solo lurk setup towards mid here.
Oh.
It's not going to be the duel that's gonna end up going down. They're just working their way through elbow, walking their way down. It's a free sight here for the side of Cloud9 Blue, whether or not they realize it. And I don't know if Vanity is going to realize this flank is coming in. This is the engagement that we want to see happen, and maybe you charge up that ult.
Oh yeah, no, Vanity is going to be very thankful for this, for sure. There goes one. Tap away. Come on. Maybe one more. Ah, he gets the one more. Everyone else for this team over towards bottom mid. We did, so gonna be able to get one on Zeppa. Vanity. Actually, he was fading away. He ends up getting one through the box. But we did another headshot off of the classic. That's actually starting to feel a little bit more economic damage than necessary, I would like to think. But Cloud9, they stay alive.
Only losing 2 players, and with one of those players being Vanity, who only had a ghost. The second, Zeppa, obviously going down with that Spectre. It's pretty light reinvestments. Holy, we are seeing a 3rd round operator. Not even a 4th or 5th, a 3rd round operator pulled out from Leaf here, as he's currently 5-0. And well, we know how good this map can be for operators. All these long range engagements can definitely be super beneficial. And how does this come into effect? Let's wait and see, as Leaf is going to take his opping prowess down towards cave. You see one on top of the inner pyramid. That being Som, as he's got a nice angle of elevation, but spotted out now by the Aldron. He's got a fall wall, goes up, and EU at least good to find an opening pick towards halls. That's going to at least give a little bit more momentum to the NRG camp, and Cloud9 Blue slowed down because of the util that NRG are tossing out.
Not guiding light, not actually hitting anything. Android going back to a safe position, pulling out the Trailblazer, taking on Zeppa, and that is perfect timing off the Trailblazer, because Zeppa runs into a 3-man crossfire. He goes out. Everyone else for Cloud9 just getting overwhelmed in A main, and this is smart from Leaf. Leaf could honestly just bait the fact that he still has the op and just stay there with the Marshal, just like wave the Marshal in the air. They're gonna try to save it, but there you go. Ah, cheeky, made him waste a dash too. But the end result was still the same as it was just about 10 to 15 seconds ago. NRG with a big round.
If you look back at this replay, it's a big kill from EU, and this util that comes out, especially from Android sitting behind those boxes, it's forcing players back. He tosses out guiding lights as well. It's difficult for Cloud9 Blue to try and navigate through that cave with all this util coming through, and one of your lurks over towards the halls, that being Mitch going down early. For now, it's an a forced buyback, and eco technically for Leaf, as he's just going to try and get into this orb. But you see 3 players are looking to deny this. They're swinging through the smoke. Is he going to get out alive? Just barely, as Zeppa's going to get caught off guard. It's a 1-for-0. Finally, Zeta will find a trade back, and eventually NRG, they get the job done. They deny Leaf the orb, and now he's playing without a rifle. Or apologies, now I think he should have picked up Zeppa's rifle, but still denying that information and taking full A main.
Right, you could say that, but still, a Hunter's Fury being expended. Still very much successful. See how the rest of Cloud9 even wants to treat this, because Mitch all the way over towards mid. Already flanked through that tunnel side. Ends up going down. The middle of the B site, though, completely empty, with a Viper's Pit going up, a Leaf around the corner. Yet another play with low HP and nothing but a classic. And he still gets another one, slithers into the back line. And look at this. He's actually gone back to join his team over towards B. A 3v3 now, as most of the players from NRG are actually back over towards B main.
Full snake might as well here for Vanity, sitting in the back. Here's the footsteps. He's not going to swing. He's actually going to get caught off guard. EU is full running. And look at this. Everything is falling apart. Leaf here alone. And that is something else from the side of NRG. How does the retake go that fluidly? It starts with one kill and Vanity caught off guard. It's a second round in for NRG with just enough time. Cloud9 blue. That was their round to lose. They had the Viper's Pit up. 3 players live in the site. Postman, Utel galore, and NRG will tie things up despite the sluggish start.
I think that Viper's Pit was a little bit too much of a situation, like dragging a moth to the flame. AKA, I mean, once you put up a Viper's Pit, you just feel like centralizing yourself towards it. You just did not have enough control from Cloud9 blue around the site, period. And it just ended up being a red carpet from B main for these NRG players. So there you go. That's how that last round ended up working, but we could see a lot of the same, at least for C9, if they want to go a little bit faster. Most of their players over towards that mid side could split over towards A in what has to be a big war, because NRG has 4 players here.
Oh, Leaf missing out on that first dagger. He's going to go for a little bit more whipping.
Oh, there you go.
But he does get it at the very end, and a double from Leaf, making up for the missed daggers. He's even going to find 3. It's perfect coming out from Leaf on this entry, and well, on an eco round, Cloud9 blue have cracked open this A defense, and NRG are left staggering in a 2v4.
Dude, this guy went from missing every single one of his knives to getting a 3K off of those same knives.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, lucky recharge there. Zeppa trying to run on away off of the dismiss, and indeed is going to stay alive. Tex still has to hold things down with the op. Look at his economy in the bottom right corner. That is quite the rebuy there, I would like to think.
No.
Just him being off 200 credits. That dash, quite scary. Leaf could be above you, my friend. And indeed, Tex is checking. And Tex is going to run on by Leaf, who ends up getting a big kill. Leaf makes it all happen. 4 kills for him off the eco of C9.
80% of his kills have come from the pistol, and this round as well. Leaf, phenomenal entry. I mean, he makes up for those first missed daggers, and finding a 3K here to open up this site, it's textbook on an entry like that. You make that A split work, you see the wall going up, and it's a quick play in, and it catches NRG off guard. Cloud9 will buy back after winning the thrifty. Economy is looking pretty solid here in the NRG camp. It's not the best situation. EU is going to buy the operator, as Tex will use the Blade Storm here, and EU down towards Halls. It's a first pick. Mitch to go down as Leaf looking for some kind of drawback in EU. He can hold this as long as he wants. He really can't do anything to punish him in this angle, because it's just such a risk to take the peek.
And the Recon Bolt's not going to catch anything either, so at this point it's just Leaf running on back. Still has the option. Holy moly. Tex is in bottom mid. Tex is in bottom mid, and he ends up getting one. Has control of Spike. Spots Spike in the left corner, but Vanity has him from behind. Android has him from behind. Oh my word. Trades galore. At least if you're NRG, C9 left in shambles.
They should have information that a good chunk of these players are posted up on the B side, and they might not be ready for this engagement. Leaf, pull your gun out. Pull your gun out. He dashes into them. Leaf, I think he was trying to dash away. I would hope so. You don't intend to dash straight in forward. 40 seconds left. Zeta.
There they are.
And almost an impossible 1 versus 3. Flash goes out. Great flash from Android. It's going to force him back. There's even some on his backside. He's got to dance between so many different players, and he can't find Weed to kick it off. It's 3-3. NRG tying things up after aggression from both Android and Tex in that first pick, finding itself in alls from EU. Cloud9 blue, because they won the thrifty run and had the buyback, they will have enough at least for one more.
Man, a big one more at that. Mitch actually committing to the op again. This is, I mean, we like to claim a lot of maps in CS and potentially maybe like one now in Valorant, could be a sniper's paradise, but Breeze is almost literally that. These long ranges have just been facilitating these op battles again and again and again. And NRG could be sure to take advantage of that again, but are you kidding me? Zeta knows the pressure, but he pulls out his knife, and there goes the punish. 3 players go down off of the rush from NRG. Mind you, this is a full buy from Cloud9, and they all just got dispatched over NRG. Lots of pressure in A main for sure.
Yeah, again, NRG getting aggressive to deny that orb, and it's Zeta that was looking to grab onto it, being 7 of 8 away, and this is the engagement. They're ready for it. Android goes for that swing, gets the timing almost perfectly. Deep paranoid allowed Tex to swing to the cave. It's textbook aggression from NRG here out towards Breeze. And I mean, on a full buy as well, Cloud9 Blue, they just are sitting ducks outside of a cave. They're going to be forced onto an eco here, and Breeze, the attacking side, is the favorite side, and right now, NRG are dominating the defense. Viper's Pit here ready for We Did. And an op for EU to help reinforce this side, as EU is going to be good to find one. Now dancing to the backside is We Did. He's going to fall to a jumping lead.
And EU needs to get a second one to make anything worth it here, but Cloud9 invading sites. They get the frags that they wanted, but not the ones that they need, because Android over there in the mid side getting 2 big ones. Saw him with a leg, and Tex surely can clean up. The spike goes down, and the second one is all too clean. Disaster averted for NRG.
It's Cloud9 who, again, have kind of just been full sending into sites. We haven't seen too many defaults coming out from them, and that was more or less the same. I mean, you don't expect too much, especially with the buy that they had. They'll have the full buy back here, and with 4 ultimates to play with the lockdown, we imagine we might see some controller fought towards halls from Cloud9, where I think that lockdown comes into most effect. If you want to maybe play it for the post plant after Spike has gone down, that could be very viable. But I think for now, Cloud9 once more going to set themselves up for the A hit. They're going to work a slow default to kick things off. Viper's Pit again available, but it's aggression. Poison Orb popped towards B. Now brought back down. They're looking for control. However, Vanity will deny Tex the opportunity. Does he realize a second has slipped through? Not much We Did can do in this position except sit, wait, and hold.
Just a golden setup period over in B main. Can make a whole lot of noise, and there goes the audio.
No way they read that.
What? Did they either get information or that was completely a read? Vanity.
That has to be a read. There's no way, because one slips through and that's Tex. Vanity was there to punish. It's a perfect read, and with 2 kills on the B site, they understand that I'll have drawn rotations. They don't even need to use the ults. That's 5 ults charged up. Vanity being the last one. Here's NRG broken here in round number 9. It's Cloud9 Blue that have full control of the A bomb side. I think at this point in time, if you're NRG and you can't find an early pick, you are most certainly considering a save at this point.
Yep, and if C9 keeps the rest of this round clean, they're not forced to use any ultis. This just makes the task for C9 just a little bit tougher going forward. But hey, look at this now. Cloud9 up pressured, 3v3. Paranoid actually ends up getting 2. There's only one in the middle of sight. No, there is one. It's a lead currently, but he's fully flashed. Has to hug the triple corner. Gonna be able to go down. Now NRG in a 3v2. They have the man advantage somehow. Hunter's Theory goes out a little bit early. Zeta just still trying to cover. Vanity now using the orb and pulling out a snake bite that ends up getting the kill. And this was inevitable. Shock dart lineups and snake bite lineups. It's a 1v1 for EU. He doesn't have time. It's 8 seconds. Out and away goes NRG. That was a great attempt that ends up seeing everyone from Cloud9 dead.
Somehow NRG even put that in the realm of possibility with 2 kills. I have got no idea how they find those 2 kills, but Cloud9 Blue, it got so dicey to the end, and I mean, hopefully this replay covers it all, but this was the start. I mean, Cloud9 find 2 very big opening picks. They nearly deny another, and in this post-plant lineups we talked about at Cloud9, they had the possibility with Mitch, Nano Swarms, Shock Darts from Zeta, and Vanity Snake Bites to really lock down post-plants, and that's what happens in this situation. Still a full buyback here for NRG, but with Cloud9 Blue losing all 5 players, we see already scattered by and scattered around here. As once more, Cloud9 Blue looking to work this A side, but that Viper's Pit from We Did is going to ward them off, and we look towards the mid side. It's aggression from, again, Android and Tex.
Remind you, Breeze may be a newer map, but We Did is the OG Viper. Anyone that knows how to manipulate utility to try to hold down a choke point, it's got to be we did here. And just the early Viper's Pit, good idea, very basic one of that. But everyone from Cloud9 currently backing out. They did run into a little bit of pressure. Mitch has all of this information, though. All of that audio, that NRG stomping their way throughout that A side. No one in the mid side, more importantly. This is just allowing C9 to confidently make their way up mid. Som is the only contact. Tex. Oh, waiting for the peek, but Zeppa gets a lineup, and it could be another big one over towards mid. And actually, it is. Zeppa gets the trade back. Man advantage now for C9, and it gets even worse. Zeta up close and personal, gets the kill into Weeded, and he's going to be able to plant.
Yeah, as soon as you get those 2 kills, great call from Cloud9 Blue to understand that that'll cause rotations, and it'll pull Weeded out of his Viper's Pit. Now EU try and pull off the 1v3, but Zeppa ready, right behind him. Cloud9 Blue up to 5-5, and it starts with a great start from NRG, getting aggression towards mid, but like you said, Mitch had the audio cue, and that's where the lurk comes back into play on this fight. I don't know how Zeppa finds both these here, but man, a huge double frag to win on this round, and Cloud9 Blue rerouting themselves back to you. Like I mentioned, you pull Weeded out of that Viper's Pit, and he's going to get caught off guard. 5-5, full buy back in their hands, and it's NRG that will have at least a decent buy moving forward. It's Tex that really has only the leftover credits. He's going to use Bladestorm in this round. It's a big hit for NRG if they lose this one, as Cloud9 Blue back on their feet.
By the way, I like that little 1v2 interaction. You pull out the owl drone, that's a distraction. Your other teammate peeks out from the other angle. Very well done. We go into this now. Vanity waiting up for 2 people rushing. No. And he takes them both down. NRG. Well, they just thought they were slick.
Oh, it's every time there's like an archway and a jet dashes up, their head just gets covered a little bit. It's such an awkward fight because you're sending knives at their feet, and Spit's gonna go down over here towards the B side. I don't think it really matters in this 4v1, however. Som left alone to try and pull the clutch off. He's got a paranoia. I think he's gonna go for this. He'll be on an eco, and that's not the best situation for the last round of this half. You're gonna have to force up. So actually, he's just scurrying around. I think the best case scenario is that he gets a couple of picks and he saves onto this Vandal. I think the biggest thing is that he holds on to this Vandal right now in Cloud9 Blue. They have enough credits for this last round bye. Som trying to just sneak away into a safe spot, but it's Cloud9 that find the 6th. Again, Vanity on those solo lurks has just been so deadly at finding those frags, and well, once again, Cloud9 Blue off of a late play towards either mid or B is what signifies or solidifies this round in their favor. And NRG, they had a great start in this first half, and now it's starting to slip away. You want to get this 6-6 and last.
It's just good heads up play period to even have a lurker on this map, though. I think it's almost basic to have a lurker on this map, or, you know, at least an anchor, even on the attacking side. So I mean, Cloud9 still with a good option select, but this could just get a little bit worse. Again, NRG, they do desperately need this Vandal. Zeppa gets the kill. No rebuy, or there might be a rebuy, yes, but no redistribution. At this point, everyone from NRG, they're just well off on their own to try to buy.
Oh my, you look at that replay. Tex, his head goes above the archway, and I think the first 2 knives actually get stuck into the wall.
Yeah.
6-5, Cloud9 Blue. It's a tragedy there. NRG have been able to muster something because Tex had those credits left over to drop over a handful of rifles. Now Cloud9, it's a 4-man play over here towards A, and they're not ready for it. They actually play a little bit more passive this time around. Empress comes into effect here at Zeppa to try and punish. He's on a big play. They don't check. They don't know. Som goes for back, cancels out the TP, and Zeppa's just won them the round again. One single man in these past 3 rounds have been the changer. One was Vanity, a second was Zeppa, and once more we find ourselves another 3K for the big man, and NRG, it's Weeded, left to try and pull off the 6-6.
Spike planted.
Oh my word, in we go. 1v3 Weeded, and he's pretty much done. Just off of those picks, he goes down in a heap. Lockdown also. Cloud9 Blue alongside Zeppa, of course, able to have yet another successful half. 7-2 with a successful 4-round streak. Leaves Cloud9 with the lead. Folks, we'll be right back with the second half between NRG and C9 here on Breeze.
One enemy remaining.
welcome on back to the beach side over on Breeze. It's the Summer Championships where we vibe out with NRG versus Cloud9 Blue in the second half, map number 2.
Oh, already Cloud9 Blue going very aggressive in towards A main. They want to take these early fights, and well, they certainly have them. However, NRG, on the other side of the map, we talk about lurks, and well, Leaf has lurked his way in towards defender spawn to catch the other lurk of Som, or apologies, attacker spawn. He should get one. Knows the trigger, knows the second, dashing away to throw off his aim, and Leaf just dancing. He knows he can buy time. He just needs his teammates to rotate through, and Som needs to get this kill before from behind he gets struck down. That got a little bit close. Then never almost falling as well. 8-5 for Cloud9 Blue, however, as they kick off the second half with the pistol round win.
And that's already, we can't call it exactly the cliche, but that's just it. If you're at the disadvantage, you just need to win out the pistol round. And especially on Breeze, long range interaction with pistols, not exactly optimal. So NRG is going to make that job a little bit easier for sure, but a little bit more pricey. Full sheriffs down the board on the Chico off this second round. C9 doing just fine. I do actually want to see how they want to keep this next round relatively safe. They put 3 players right into the center of A. 0 issues there. NRG might just fall right where C9 wants them. All 5 from NRG going in one general direction.
Yeah, especially with that nanostorm Zeppa, if he feels too much contact, that'll end up getting popped. Leaf, a little bit labored of a duel. It's Serenity, of course, to come with a Marshall. And I think you said it on Hey, but this is basically an operator in a sector around 4th. No one has armor. Late swing from Mitch. Lovely stuff coming out here from Cloud9 Blue. A couple of kills for Android. He is the Sheriff King, I'd say, on this server. So we'll see if he can maybe get a little bit more out of this round. He's already got 3 charges to the ult, but I mean, if there was ever a time to say that someone was in a tricky position, I'd say Android is in a tricky position. He's literally got a pillar to play for.
Yeah, you know what? I think I can definitely agree with the fact that Android is in a tricky position right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Good to see you on the same page.
Yeah, no. That's why we're doing. That's what we're doing. Always on the same page. Always on the same timing, folks. C9, at least off of that last round, just keeping things relatively clean. It was expected that Vanity would end up picking up that Marshall, but we still have to anticipate the next round. How does C9 look to adapt against the Vandals? Well, it comes down to the point where they only end up buying 1 rifle. I think Zeta already had that upgraded before, but this is where things could start to hit the fan for NRG. This is must win.
Yeah, you have to win this round out simply because you'll get reset. You give Cloud9 possibly an 11th thereafter. And Leaf. This is unorthodox. This is a little bit different. He's getting aggressive. He's gonna pop through. He's getting ready to pop through. No, not like this. Leaf to take 2 and drop the spike. Where's the trade back? He's been dinked down, but Leaf, he's just gotten out for free. This man is literally Harry Houdini. He steals and he runs. It's Cloud9 in a 5v3.
Dude, call Eddie Guerrero. Leaf, lying, cheating, stealing this entire game, dude. But in we go. Tex still actually able to get 2 back. We did. There you go.
Running.
That's everything. Running away, picking up the spike from the middle of double doors. C9.
I don't even think they know.
Didn't. Yeah, no, I don't think they actually know that we did grab spike.
He's got a
decent
bit of util to play. 2 snake bites, but I hate to say it. I would have hoped that We Did gets aggressive in towards defender spawn, but there's just so many angles for them to come from that I think he's just trying to play this one safe. Poison Orb is about to go down at the worst possible timing as well. And yeah, he's got 3 angles to watch on the B site. If he wants to make the 1v3 happen, it'll have to be here, and it'll have to be now. But he's been spotted out by the Recon bolts.
Such a good Recon. He's just super high up. Now We Did. Oh, I was actually starting to look a little bit scary. Zeta goes out for the 1v1 interaction, but as always, good trades back from Cloud9. It seems like that has been kind of their specialty throughout these two maps. Always seems like Cloud9 is playing always some sort of buddy system whenever NRG gets an important frag, or even then, we have cheesy plays like that, and almost literally, I think I could call that one cheesy Sully. Leaf coming into the mid side, go right through a wall, gets 2.
Literally just full walking it down mid, and you would never have been prepared for that, I think, if you were NRG. And Cloud9, they know they've almost fully reset NRG, but they're gonna go for another buy here. They know the situation they put in. They have to win on this round. Last one was a must win, but if they can win this one, it'll all go back to normal, I guess, for the NRG side. Another lurk up mid, and Leaf Leaf. He's walking down B main this time around. Zeta is going to get a whole lot of information, and Vanity's going to play off of that one. He needs to play a little bit safer because he is alone on the B site. You're really just waiting for the timing coming out from Leaf, but in the meantime, on this A site, the duel towards double doors, and they're holding it back to give Leaf this time.
Oh, but Mitch has an opportunity to trade, but getting a little bit too close to the sun. Sam ends up getting him back. Seeker actually finds one over towards double door, and now they know Zeppa's coming up from main, and the flash! No, he's still alive! Did this miss around the corner? Zeppa finally goes down. If Zeppa stays alive there, I mean, there's always a potential for a frag. Vanity now in a 1v2. He throws out both snake bites at the same exact time.
He goes to TP.
Vanity only able to get one, but does he actually know? He does. There goes the Omen back. He tries to go through the wall, but Vanity holds his own. NRG run right into his crosshair, and it is Cloud9 one step away now from winning another round, or winning another map.
It's so hard to pinpoint what the exact moment was that allowed this round to be in the clutch situation for Vanity, and it felt like Cloud9 Blue had everything. Those Seekers go out at a perfect time for NRG, shutting down Leaf, but it's Zeppa, I think we'll see in this replay, or never mind, it's Vanity, but it's Zeppa that allows this clutch to even happen. Zeppa buying time for Vanity to come in through under bridge, and well, Vanity just gets the timing on one. Snakebite goes out to force them away, and it's an 11th round here for Cloud9 Blue. NRG, a 6th round gap, and they're going to continue to force, thankfully, due to the kills that they got and that one single spike plant, so it's at least enough to muster something, but it is getting rough here for NRG, and they're going to change things up with a 5-man push, but Vanity is already here, and he's got a Viper's Pit and a Poison Orb already lined up.
Get out of my way.
Oh, and C9. There you go. Vanity lined up, Leaf over towards elbow, gets the kill, dude. And once again, we're looking at another round where NRG is off to the back foot at the beginning of the round. And Vanity continues to hold it down. Zeppa in mid. Oh, NRG. Oh, NRG. How I envy you so. Or how I don't, actually. In they go. 2 players over towards elbow. It's a terrible situation for them to be in. Sully, if these last 2 players from NRG aren't able to pull this one out, which I would be surprised if they do, Cloud9 would be 1 round away from another map, and it seems like there hasn't been way too many casualties throughout this game period.
No, none at all. NRG. Android. We're trying to work with EU to get something. I mean, what do you even want in this situation? You want to try and win out the round, and it is still doable with 40 seconds left, and that will make things a little bit easier. However, what site do you go? It's not even a 2-2 split because Zeppa's just hovering on mid. He's going to get the info they cross to A, and he doesn't get that. 30 seconds left. The call should be soon that Mitch and Leaf make this rotation. In the meantime, Vanity, he's only tossed out 1 snakebite. Poison Orb will go down here, but he is going to sit in the back site, and he is going to do what he can to hold them back. And if not, he might just be able to win the round on his own.
Oh,
what is...
Doesn't really matter. EU, he pulls out the fake dart. It could have done a whole lot, but Vanity was just ready for it. Unfortunate that the dart goes out before the teammate ends up swinging.
Yeah. You know, that dart's a little cool. I think that's really all I was getting from that.
A little epic.
NRG. It's been nothing but full buy after full buy, and now Cloud9 Blue. An opportunity to close things out here. 3 ultimates lined up here. The Viper's Pit, the Hunter's Fury. How do you want to use it to get onto this A site? Because you'll have to use it exceptionally effectively, because look already, Leaf and Zeppa, the dynamic duo that has been throughout these first 2 maps, are already here waiting to greet you.
Yeah. Oh, this is a nasty surprise. Hello, Leaf. Oh, Leaf gonna be able to get 1. Still going through, skating through the back lines. He still has 2 in terms of a target. He actually let 1 by into the middle of the site, but no, they actually haven't cleaned him up. Sam is literally just vibing. Leaf is still gonna be able to get a 3rd. Can he get a 4th? I think most likely he can, but there's
that's awkward
from Sam, and he TPs in front of Mitch.